Now, take us back to almost now a fortnight ago when this all broke out. When you first heard the news, how did you feel? And was your initial thought to try and come home immediately? Or did you think that this would somehow lull over?
I think on the morning that this all unraveled, we heard a siren, and it's kind of sad to say, but you become strangely jaded. And one siren here and there, and spending some time in your bomb shelter here and there, just becomes just a regular thing. It's really sad that it's like that. But on that same day, when we watched everything kind of unfold live, we realized that this time the situation was really different and the consequences were going to be really horrific. And I think I can speak for almost every Israeli when I say that there's every other time there's been some kind of conflict, there's this underlying sense of safety that we know that the army has it and the intelligence has it, and we're okay and we're safe. And this time, kind of all of that was just shattered, and we were left with this horrible feeling of lack of safety and a sense of concern for our just our existence. And so it took a little bit of time to kind of digest everything that was happening that day, and and think, okay, where is this going and what are we doing here? And yeah, I would say it took a good week for me to understand that this time it was really different, and this sense of anxiety that I was feeling and that everybody around me was feeling wasn't going to go away anytime soon, especially with the potential for things to unfold up north, or even more so down south. And I think it was just there was too much unknown for my children and for myself, and we realised we couldn't stay put. So had to get away for a breather, and to feel safe again and feel that my children were safe. Um, yeah, it wasn't easy, not at all.
No, not at all. The circumstances, what you've been through, are absolutely horrific. How are you coping now that you've had to pack up your life and your family and come back to Australia so suddenly?
I mean, I definitely feel really grateful for having that opportunity, to having a second home, and having family and friends to come and wrap us up with love and support. And the year has certainly been. Um, but I think that we're not okay. I think I go through windows where I'm really fine, and then where I have a breather and I just fall apart and I feel the exhaustion of having to get myself together. I mean, I knew about this flight I knew we were going to get on it about 40 minutes before we had to leave for the airport. I packed in absolute bedlam and grabbed the kids. It was just so hectic that I kind of pulled myself together for that entire journey. And when we got here, I feel like I started to unravel a little bit more. And it's just a roller coaster. Like I said, sometimes I'm completely fine, and sometimes I'm just a hot mess. Um, yeah, and it's hard. It's hard. That's like my own stuff, and also when we see what's happening back home and we speak to our friends and we can hear that the tension and the stress is still so high. It's hard to really enjoy being here, per se. It's hard to feel really relaxed and feel like, okay, we can just take our foot off the brake, so to speak. It's hard knowing that they're all still there in it. All of my husband's family, really close friends, lots of family friends and cousins, etc., all being called up into reserves. It's really stressful times. So even though we've taken a step away from it, we're still very much a part of it.
Oh, Rebecca, it's absolutely unimaginable. We thank you so much for your time this evening, and we wish you all the best so you can stay strong through this time.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.